Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for July 30th, 2021. Walt Disney World recently announced that as of today, July 30th, masks would once again be required to be worn indoors, regardless of vaccination status. This brings the resort in alignment with the recommendations from Orange County Mayor Jerry Demings and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the wake of rising COVID-19 infections in this county. Signs reminding guests to use face coverings indoors can be found across Walt Disney World. Once again, the signs are less prominent and numerous than they used to be, but they are still around nonetheless. We noticed particularly on dining establishments at Magic Kingdom and the entrance to lobbies at various resort hotels. Those spaces in particular, the signs have definitely returned. So you'll spot them here and there. The latest addition to the Disney Fab 50 character statue lineup for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World is Dante from Coco, who will appear at Epcot. The statue was revealed by Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer of National Geographic. This corporate synergy thing is going too far here. I don't need, National Geographic has nothing to do with the 50th at Disney World. I don't need this. Today, though, sole director Pete Docter, who Pete has a great Disney World 50th connection. Pete was an animator on Cranium Command at Epcot, so that one makes sense. I'm fine with that one. As well as Kemp Powers took to Instagram to announce today's announcement was the lead from their film Soul, Joe Gardner, is going to have a statue at Walt Disney World as well. It'll be him playing a stream of piano keys, and it'll be located at Disney's Hollywood Studios. By the time you're reading this, we've actually done some sleuthing around, looking at various pieces of art that have been released thus far, including that Orlando International Airport swoosh that's going to be on the APM terminals, and we have deduced what we believe to be the 50 statues or the 50 characters that will appear on less than 50 statues at Walt Disney World for this event. So if you want to go read who we think the 50 are, we're pretty sure. That's at WDWNT.com. We are just weeks away from Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary and the Golden Jamboree, which we'll talk about in a few minutes. But the anticipation is building. D23 has announced they're getting in on the fun with 4 pin sets that'll commemorate the characters that have enthralled guests for decades. The 4 sets, exclusive to D23 Gold members, complement the Florida's Fab 5 collection found in this year's Gold member collector set, which I think had Henry and the Yeti and Figment and Captain Rex. The sets will be released monthly, running from August through November. The first set, designed by Kevin Kidney and Jody Daly, is dubbed Most Magical Kingdom and honors characters from attractions that opened during the 1970s. The set includes Maestro Mickey Mouse from the Mickey Mouse Revue, a red demon from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. I love that this happened. The Peg-Leg Parrot, otherwise known as Peg-Leg Pete, from Pirates of the Caribbean. Used to be outside the attraction. He was our Barker bird there. Bubbles, one of the sunbonnets from the Country Bear Jamboree, and of course the Sea Serpent from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Submarine Voyage. Each pin is made with vintage-inspired soft enamel to capture that retro look. The set is a limited edition of 2,500. It will be available on Shop Disney for $49.99 beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Monday, August 2nd. Gold members must be signed in order to buy this. Usually we don't talk about these online items, but I mean, come on. These are Disney World specific attraction characters. We had to. As Jungle Cruise of the Magic Kingdom is refurbished to remove culturally insensitive elements, the new scenes and elements are being added, and in fact, 2 new scenes have finally debuted on the ride. We can now see chimpanzees playing with butterflies and taking over a partially sunken boat. This comes immediately after the hippo scene. The other half of that boat is sunk in that hippo scene. What remains of the boat that's still above water, the chimpanzees have taken over. A fun thing to look for is at Disneyland, the chimpanzees have a map of the Disney World Jungle Cruise, which explains why they can't find their way around. But meanwhile, here at Disney World, they have a map of the Disneyland Jungle Cruise. Thought that was cute. That boat, of course, belonged to the party of explorers that's now trapped up the pole by the rhino. The chimpanzees are grinning at guests as they destroy the boat they found. And in the next new scene, 2 chimps are playing in a pile of crates. One is covered in butterflies, while the other holds a butterfly net. It looks like the butterflies have escaped from the crate that says live insects. The butterflies belong to Dr. Kan Chanosuke, the entomologist in the trapped safari scene. You can watch a video of these new scenes right here on our YouTube channel. Of course, there's also video of the now completed Disneyland version of the ride. In honor of the release of the Jungle Cruise movie today on Disney Plus and in theaters, the Sunshine Tree Terrace of the Magic Kingdom has a new float inspired by the film and the ride. The backside of water float consists of cotton candy and vanilla soft serve, Sprite, and a blue sour belt. It's $6.29. You can read the review on our website. Just make sure you don't hit your head on the back of the sink. The clock tower in the It's a Small World load area at the Magic Kingdom has suddenly been given a colorful makeover. The loading area used to be colorful from 1971 to 2004, but when the attraction reopened in 2005 from its large refurbishment, it had the white and gold color scheme of Disneyland's It's a Small World facade. That's also when they added the clock tower. We never had the clock tower here. However, the clock towers at the other Disney parks around the world are colorful as well. Each side of the clock tower is now a different bright color, and the front is blue, while the sides are green and pink. The It's a Small World queue was also recently refurbished, and the building's facade was repainted as part of the preparations for the 50th anniversary. We suspect the rest of this interior will be painted because otherwise it looks weird. But, shockingly, I think if you would have told me before I saw it, I would have said, oh, that's not going to look great. I think they did a good job. It's really pretty, but they need to finish the whole load area. But it looks good. Just in time for those last few summer weeks, a cute new dress has popped up in Uptown Jewelers at the Magic Kingdom. The Mickey balloon dress features chiffon layered over a satin base with various soft-colored Mickey balloons floating all around the dress on the print. It's $128. 3 new Magic Bands, 2 of which are limited release, have been released at Walt Disney World. We found these in the Emporium at the Magic Kingdom. The new designs include Indiana Jones, Liberty Square. Those are both limited release and $34.99 each. There's also one for the Mad Tea Party for $29.99. Cast members will be getting a special squeak peek of Remy's Ratatouille adventure in Epcot's France Pavilion before it opens to guests on October 1st. That's right, they're flying them all to France. No, I'm joking. The exact date and times for the cast member preview have not been announced yet, but cast members can keep an eye on the hub for the opportunity to register. But according to Walt Disney World President Jeff Volley, guests will also be able to experience Remy's Ratatouille adventure in Epcot before that October 1st date. He didn't clarify how, but obviously soft openings could happen, pass holder previews, DVC previews. These are all things that could happen and have happened for rides in the past. And in fact, this is the first time they actually have given themselves enough leeway ahead of an attraction opening to where they could actually have previews. Usually it's a rush to the finish, and it's been a long time since we've had one. As Epcot undergoes that transformation, changes big and small are everywhere. We recently saw the Coca-Cola outdoor venue carts in Future World, soon to be split into 3 new neighborhoods, receive a new look to match the new aesthetic of the park. But now the carts in World Showcase have a new look as well. The carts resemble a vintage luggage trunk with a green background and faux leather straps. Cold drinks are advertised above the Coca-Cola logo. The suitcase is decorated with retro-style travel stickers representing the many pavilions of World Showcase. Those are in the original style from the 80s. It's pretty cool. The Italy Pavilion has a new collection of apparel and merchandise featuring Minnie Mouse. The collection features the Ciao Bella mini ears we first found last month and the limited edition Arrivederci Magic Band, even though that's Italian. The collection has a red, white, and black color scheme with plenty of polka dots. Check out pictures and pricing of the entire collection at WDWNT.com. Direct from a galaxy far, far away comes the newest in the line of Big Feet plush. It's Chewbacca. Found this plush in mouse gear at Epcot for $29.99. He joins a line of other Big Feet plush recently released, such as the Orange Bird, the Abominable Snowman, and of course, there was a Porg not that long ago, too. Halloween is just around the corner, or at least Disney After Hours Boo Bash is. And now you can get your pet costume for the occasion at Disney Springs. Disney Tales, a part of the Marketplace Co-op, has 4 new Disney costumes so your furry friend can look ridiculous. They're crazy. Pet costumes include the Magic Carpet and Abu from Aladdin, Flounder from The Little Mermaid, Sven from Frozen, and the weirdest one, Pascal from Tangled. That's right. Dress your dog up as a chameleon. It's a weird one. They're cute, though. Check out pictures and pricing for all these at WDWNT.com. Just like the dog bowl we talked about a couple days ago. It's really for you and not really for the dog. In a new video, several Walt Disney Imagineers sat down to talk about Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the new immersive hotel opening now spring 2022. That's the time frame we've been given at Walt Disney World. We got our first look at some of the dishes coming to the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser in this video. Though the names and exact locations of the food were not revealed, Imagineer Ann Morrow talked about how each dish was inspired by a different element of the Star Wars universe. Morrow specifically talked about Galactic Starcruiser chefs taking inspiration from the planet Mustafar to create lava-like meals. The stories told in the rides and experiences of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will also tie in with the stories told at the hotel. In fact, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, you go on a mission to gather some coaxium. It turns out aboard the ship, you're going to find out who wants to buy that coaxium. You're going to find out more about that story when you arrive on board. The story elements can also change based on who the guests interact with aboard the Starcruiser or even off the Starcruiser when they're in Galaxy's Edge. Guests could be secretly agents of the First Order or working for a smuggler to get that shipment for Hondo. The immersive storytelling tries to blend the stories chosen to explore by guests of the hotel with the stories already told in Galaxy's Edge to have one seamless experience regardless of how guests choose to take part. Guests will be able to participate in scavenger hunt-like tie-ins during their Shore Day excursion to Batuu. Just go with it. That's at Hollywood Studios, by the way. Characters on board the Starcruiser, as well as proprietors of local Batuuan shops, may ask guests to fulfill missions for them. For example, the Toydarian toy maker may have a deal ongoing with someone on the Starcruiser that a guest can help facilitate. The connections will vary depending on the choices made by guests, whether they want to go deep into the story or act as a casual tourist, and if they want to work for the light side or the dark. A new Mickey and Friends Cavalcade made its way down Main Street, USA at Disneyland this week, featuring music from Tokyo Disneyland. That's right, once again, brand new day from Tokyo Disneyland. Now it's at Paris, it's at Disneyland. It's got to be coming here for the 50th. I fully expect it at this point. But Mickey leads the way down Main Street to that tune that debuted during the 35th anniversary of Tokyo Disneyland back in 2018. You can watch the full Mickey and Friends Cavalcade right here on our YouTube channel. A new blue Mickey popcorn bucket shaped like a balloon has landed at Disneyland Park. Found it in Tomorrowland at the popcorn cart for $15. Many of the previous colors have been translucent, but this one is opaque and shiny. Mickey's face is on the front of the balloon, the reflective balloon bucket. The blue strap has Mickey balloons in several colors pictured on it. The limited release Jungle Cruise boat tiki mugs are now available via mobile order at Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar at the Disneyland Hotel. They were released today, July 30th, to coincide with the release of the film in theaters and on Disney+. The two mugs are only available through mobile order from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. while supplies last. Special edition mug is limited to 1 per transaction, while the first edition mug is limited to 2 per transaction. The mugs are both the same design of the Congo Queen, but in different colors. On one side of the mugs, piranhas jump on the boat. On the other side, hippos rear their heads at riders. The brown mug is the first edition, implying there will be more mugs in this series later on, available for $45. The yellowish mug is the special edition and is available for $55. The Disneyland app is introducing several new features, including a digital key that guests can use to unlock their hotel room. Guests will be able to go straight to their room with online check-in and the digital key. The digital key also allows you to charge select dining and shopping to your hotel room from the Disneyland app. Thanks to WDWNT reader at Nicholas Boucalars, we can share an update on the ongoing construction of Avengers Campus at Walt Disney Studios Paris. From Production Courtyard, the progress is visible, especially at the future site of the Iron Man-themed roller coaster. More structures are rising on the Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure building as well. We suspect this balcony attached to Web will host heroic appearances from characters, much like the headquarters building in Anaheim. The building is beginning to be closed in behind the balcony framework, and paneling is being installed for the LED screen on the facade of the Iron Man roller coaster. That coaster is, of course, replacing rock and roller coaster Avec Aerosmith. Work is progressing on the transformation of Restaurant de Stars into a dining venue similar to the PIM test kitchen, and a Black Widow photo op has been installed on the construction walls. Avengers Campus does not yet have an opening date at Walt Disney Studios Paris. If you're looking to make your Halloween evenings a bit more spooktacular, 2 new light-up pendants featuring the Attic Bride and Phineas the Hitchhiking Ghost are on their way to Tokyo Disneyland. These, along with those brand new figures we showed you the other day, are the latest effort by the Oriental Land Company to expand into Haunted Mansion-themed merchandise, which isn't really very popular there usually. Each pendant is 1,700 yen, or $15.45 US. Both of these will be available to guests visiting Tokyo Disneyland starting September 29th, as well as through Bon Voyage and the Tokyo Disney Resort app. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. Of course, registration is open now for the Golden Jamboree, our event celebrating 50 years of the Walt Disney World Resort. You can find out more information and get your tickets now at goldenjamboree.com. More guests will be announced as time goes on. We're still working on many. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. Also, be sure to subscribe to our Unplanned Downtime channel at unplannedDowntime.com. That's the home of WDW News Tonight. If you missed Thursday night's show, you can go back and watch it now. And if you comment on that video and like it, you are entered for a chance to win a Trader Sam's barrel mug from Disneyland Resort. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Welcome to Unplanned Downtime, the YouTube channel for all your favorites, including Cosmic Read Live, discussions and Imagineering attractions, Deep in the Plus, reviewing the catalog on Disney Plus, Ink and Paint, celebrating female voices in the Disney fandom, WDW News Tonight, a late-night comedy show with sketches and characters, Boxed In, opening mystery packages and viewer mail, Picky Eaters, trying to eat our way across Disney restaurants, WDWNT the RPG, a tabletop adventure set in Tokyo Disney Sea, and more of your favorites. Subscribe now at unplanneddowntime.com. Remember, it's not an accident, it's unplanned downtime.